Finally, it's a rate cut in the US markets and the first rate cut for calendar year 2025, and it's the first rate cut after January 2023. So 25 basis point is the rate cut that has been done, and now the range for Fed is 4% to 4.25%. And the good point is that the overall rate cut votes were actually 11:1. That means majority of the FOMC members have actually voted for a rate cut. It was only one member who was actually Stephen Miran, who actually voted for a more than 25 basis point rate cut. That was a 50 basis point rate cut. That was what he has voted for actually. So majority of the members have actually voted for a rate cut this time, and some are actually expecting more rate cuts. In fact, now the Fed is expecting 2 more rate cuts to happen in calendar year 2025. That means the going on the October and December policy can also see more rate cuts going ahead, and now the medium range, the medium projection for the year end of 2025 comes at around 3.6%, and for 2026 it comes at around 3.4%, and then after that the median range comes at around 3.1% for 2027. So you might see more rate cuts going ahead. Also, on the labor market condition, he has said that yes, the labor market conditions are softening, but they are not that bad. On inflation, the Fed is projecting the inflation is expected to be around 3% in 2025, falling to around 2.6% in 2026, and also 2.1%, then 2.1% in 2027. So this means the overall inflation is expected to be to some extent on an elevated level going forward as well. Also, if you look why the US markets actually fell after the overall rate cut decision, one is because the US markets were already at life high and they were expecting a 25 basis point rate cut in the Fed policy, and that's the reason you have seen some profit booking. Other than that, if you look at the overall commentary of Fed chairman, it was more of a risk management rather than improving the economy, and that's other reason why the US markets actually fell after the rate cuts. So yes, the much awaited rate cut has happened, the first after January 2023 and the first in calendar year 2025, and you might see more rate cuts going ahead. So rate cut cycle for US markets have actually started now.